Welcome back to Inspired by Jimmy L, the reboot, where we do short and sweet, quick interviews to inspire you while encouraging myself along the way. Let's see who we have on today. Catch you on the other side.
With one of the most hated questions on the face of this planet. Who are you and what do you do?
That I am a black gay man with locks, okay? And that says a lot within itself. I am somebody who's experienced a lot of grief, who is grieving. I'm just a soul on here just learning through the walks of life as I go.
All right.
And what I do currently, I am a flight attendant in the midst of trying to figure out businesses and what I'm going to do now that I have relocated to Dallas. So, yeah, I do yoga in the mornings. Like, I try my best to stay calm. But yeah, that is what I do. I'm a small little mini traveler.
Got it. So, okay. So tell me a little bit more about this Minutes with My Black Self. Like, tell me more about that.
Yeah. So I started a podcast and it was titled My Black Self, the podcast, right?
Okay.
I did this podcast for 3 years and it was a struggle. In the midst of the podcast, my sister died. I stopped doing it for a very long time. And then I got back into it. And then I was like, then I got this job. I relocated to Dallas and I was like, who the hell am I? What the hell am I doing? So I was like, I need to shorten this.
Okay.
Like, I can't do a full podcast right now. Like, my mind's not there. And I just don't want to do it. So, oh my God, I was doing all the editing. This is not going to work. So I was like, well, let me just shorten it and title it Minutes with My Black Self, to where like there's no expectation. Short, it can be long, it can be just minutes. So Minutes with My Black Self is just me either asking questions to people, sharing my random thoughts, or just letting people know how the fuck, can I cuss on you? How the fuck I'm feeling. It is literally just whatever the hell I want it to be.
But why? Why do you feel the need that you are the one that should be putting this type of inspiration and message out into the world? Why do you feel it's you?
Because I'm not the only one. Like, we all get up in the morning and scroll. Hopefully some of y'all is taking that 30 minutes to yourself before you get on there.
I can only take responsibility for me, and I promise you I do. It's a morning routine, but go ahead.
Today I did not, but that's not the point. So
let's go back. Okay, I'm sorry. Why you? I do apologize. Why you?
So why me, right? That's where we're at.
Yeah, like why do you feel the need to put this information, this inspiration out into the world?
Because I know I'm not the only one, and I know somebody needs to hear it. Like, because what I was saying was we get up in the morning, we scroll, and we always looking for that one thing that's going to inspire us, maybe help us get up, maybe help us go along through our day. That's what I be looking for.
Yeah.
So I know I got shit to say, and somebody need it. Okay? Somebody need it. The thing about it is everybody is saying the same thing, but you only receive it from the people that you can really relate to. You can tell me something 20 times, and I'd be like, okay, Jimmy said it. And then I go over here and hear it from Tracy, and I'd be like, damn, girl.
Yeah, so, okay, first off, I'm loving this energy in this conversation, which brings me to my next point in regards to, because you say you're a mess, okay? And when people say and tell you who they are, you got to believe. So you say so this version of you, of putting out this inspiration and wanting people to hear this message and be inspired by you, I know it's authentic. I 100% believe it to be authentic. But I have a question in regards to how does that play out in your professional life? Like, is it the same person or is it a different version of you that's playing out in your professional life?
It is the same person. The only thing that is not my professional life is when I go on my little rants and talk shit about my professional life. But then that's me also. But like, I can't sit on here and try to be my best self and call my shit my black self and not give y'all my black self. So I try my best, right? And I try my best not to cover any of that up. So currently, like, I'm looking for jobs and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And sometimes I go back and be like, damn, if these people see that, they're going to be like, hell no. But if they watch the other video, it's a battle, right? But I try my best not to associate anything with my actual professional life.
Okay.
Stuff. I try my best not to talk about work specifically. I wanted to just stay completely separate. Like, I'll be dressed in my uniform and then I cover up, put on a scarf so nobody knows, right? because I don't want any type of association with work specifically.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect.
Yeah.
So you said I went back and listened to something on the YouTube page that you posted from a while ago.
Look,
And however, you were bringing up a particular topic. There was multiple topics that you were talking about in regards to the loss. It was one thing that you brought up, grief in general, losing friends and having to kind of navigate life, I guess without them and that full process. And you even brought up the dream job. So that's what made me think about it. So, but listening to you talk about those different things and how you're kind of navigating through it, honestly, it sounds like a wise person that knows what they're doing, that knows themselves and kind of knows the space that they want to navigate in. And so to hear you say on here that you consider yourself to be a mess, I'm going to go back to the higher version of you. Like, where has that been? Or not where has it been, but how has that become? Has it always been you to kind of be able to articulate what you're thinking, what you're feeling in these moments?
Oh my God, no, this has not always been me. It took some people to come into my life and show me, right? So today in my Atlanta days, I dated this guy, okay? And this was the beginning of my like, oh shit, you need to learn how to communicate and articulate yourself. So he taught me a lot of that because I was, I'm from the East Coast. I'd be like, it's like a nah, nigga, fuck that type of mentality. Like, I don't have to share anything with you. You don't deserve that, right? That was the beginning of me learning we wasn't in a relationship. Then I got into a real grown-up relationship in my 30s.
Okay.
My early 30s. And communication was on point. This person taught me so much how to communicate and how to really articulate. And then once my sister died, I knew that I was not strong enough to go further in life without some type of assistance. So I had this beautiful therapist, okay? Maria Cortez, I'm putting her business out there.
Shout out to the therapist, all of them. Gotcha.
And that definitely helped me how to navigate, and it helped me communicate my actual feelings about grief and like not having my sister here and like how the hell I'm supposed to move on and adjust to life. And I got a therapist like a few weeks after she died. I was like, I know, like I'm not going to be here if I don't go get help from
Yeah.
So that is definitely what helped me. And then like my current relationship that I'm in is also, helping, making sure I communicate, because like when I say I'm a mess, I don't mean like I'm a disaster, but like I'm not perfect. Like I can learn so much and then tomorrow I'll forget it. And be like, we all make mistakes. So me saying I'm a mess means I'm not perfect. So I'm constantly learning along the way and doing my minutes with my Black self. Like, that's also why I do it, to show people like, okay, yesterday I gave y'all some great advice, but today I didn't take none of that advice I gave y'all yesterday. And I need y'all to know, I didn't lie to y'all. I hope you did it. But
I really want to say thank you for sharing that, because before I go down this other page, but because so often, especially when I'm talking to people that are successful, that are doing things, and when I say successful, I mean in their mind, like they have the success over them as an individual. And so when I normally speak to people that are successful, they normally speak about things that they've done on their own. Like, I did this, I wanted this, I dreamt this, I did this. And so for you to bring up, I had people, like people helped me get here. Like this, people helped me communicate. Like somebody had to remind me or to teach me how, another way of being. So thank you for saying that. And again, being one of a few that I've ever heard that from. So thank you. Which actually goes to the next question for you. And I geared this question up because of what people normally say, but the life that you're currently living, did you dream it? Did you put it on a vision board? Like, did you manifesting it? Like, prayed for it? Like, how did you currently get to where you are now?
That is so crazy. I have a vision board like a few feet away from me that I recently did.
Is it future version, or is it something that has already manifested?
It's for future. I was never the vision board type. I was never that. I have always just been in a space to where like, okay, just let me be okay. Let me see what the next phases are for my life. And as long as my mind is okay, like, I guess you can say I dreamed about this and I prayed for where I am currently.
I love how you say I guess. I love how you say that. It's just like, hell, I don't know. I guess.
It's so crazy because like currently my life is really like going in a different direction that I always wanted, but I didn't expect it to actually happen so suddenly and so quickly. But like going back to after my sister died, like I was lost for 3 years. Like I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And somehow like I became a flight attendant. And part of that was, well, maybe if I'm in the sky, I feel closer to my sister, right?
That's deep now. Like, and I'm not being sarcastic, but I know it sounds like it, but that is some deep stuff.
Yeah. So
Wow.
while I'm up there, it's so relaxing, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so like that wasn't what I dreamed for and prayed for. It was just something that ended up happening. So, but ultimately, I guess this is a life that I prayed for. I'm still alive, right? I could have been in worse places. I shit don't have to be how it is now. I talk a lot about like this is about to get really fucking deep, but like,
Do it.
when my sister passed, suicidal ideation was my best friend. Like I was out, okay? Like clock me out. Like I would wake up and be like, really, God?
Yeah.
You tried it again? I ain't supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be with her. Like, what are you doing? So like, I guess I really don't like dream too big, if that makes sense, because I'm just so content with actually just being alive and seeing how life plays out.
I know you brought up your sister a few times. How long ago has it been?
It's been 3 years.
And so obviously we all know grief takes its own toll. It comes when it comes, it goes when it goes, and you just got to be along the ride. But it seems like right now you're in very good spirits about your sister. And so, and my question is, how long did it take you to get to that point?
It is up and down.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it took for me to get in an actual good spirit. It took about 2 years.
Okay. Okay.
But it's still a mess. Like the holiday season, these are her favorite holidays. I'm like, could we just skip November, December, and go to jail? Like,
Yeah.
and my boyfriend sitting here, I'm in tears. He like, what happened? I'm like, oh,
Just give me a minute, baby. Give me a minute.
I had a goddamn memory. That's what happened. So,
Well, I'm glad you're able to still speak about it, to laugh, and and to move and push forward, because everybody does it. And so to see this and to see this cheerful person that's obviously still trying to figure things out on their own, or not on their own, but themselves, but still trying to, you know what I mean, also put more out into the world of a positive light. That is amazing. So I know we're getting low on time. I do have one final question for you.
okay.
Before I ask that question, like, how can people continue to be inspired by you or to hear more of your story?
Just follow me. You know, they say TikTok is going away, but
I don't know.
right. Just follow me and ask.
What's all of your social medias again?
It is My Black Self with 2 Ks. Okay, that's it.
One more time.
My Black Self with 2 Ks. Okay,
Oh.
and let me tell you why. Because this chick got it, and she don't post nothing.
Okay, don't you be that other person. Nah. I'm gonna help you today. Nah.
No, but that's how. I'm an open book. People can ask me questions. You can approach me. I don't give a damn. Just make sure you approach me on a good day, because, like I said, I'm not perfect.
Love it. So, going to my final question. So that actually perfect segue. What has inspired you
Today, waking up, first off, and then like what inspires me is when I hear people say, I'm so happy you do that. So Jimmy, you're an inspiration for me today.
Thank you. Other than me, though, I'm gonna have to modify that question because I can't be in.
Well, all right. So you didn't inspire me. We're just gonna take that out. No, but no, for real.
Waking up.
When you have you're the first person that I really talked to besides my man today. So you're an inspiration, and every day I look for inspiration in other people. So,
well, Malcolm, thank you. I appreciate you for saying yes and agreeing to have this conversation.
anyway,
I feel like there's so much more I want to talk to you about. I have to have a sidebar conversation. So everybody else, thank you so very much again, Malcolm, for being on. And everybody else, we're going to see you on the next one.